Hi friends, welcome back to Seven Arrows Farmstead. I know it's been a minute. We've been busy and sometimes it's just hard to pick up a camera and film what you're doing. But today I want to welcome you to what I am calling my better late than never garden. The seeds got started late. The beds ended up taking forever to get built. The fence was up late. And as of today, we're in the first full weekend of June, or second weekend of June, I guess. Yeah, last weekend was June 1st. But anyways, that sun is bright. So as of today, we got the first two beds filled with soil. We've been working, but we've had a lot of rain, so it makes it hard. I wasn't able to purchase soil like I wanted to, so we've had to harvest some soil off of our land, which is very clay. So I've got that in the lower part of the beds. Then we got some creek bed topsoil from my dad, and we put more of that. And then on the top we have my words are not coming today. Sorry about the lawnmower noise too. The neighbors are mowing. Yeah, I harvested this from behind the chicken coop. So the chickens are feeding my garden this year with their old bedding. We do deep bedding in the chicken coop and I clean it out a couple times a year. So this stuff has been decomposing behind the chicken coop for a year, 2 years, some of it. So hopefully it's good for my plants. It's not perfect. It's not full dirt. You can see pine shavings still in there, but we're gonna make do with what we have. So my plants have been struggling. I lost a lot of them. But I'm gonna tell you what, these Jersey Devil tomatoes and what else is in there? Striped Romas. These are some survivors. So I lost a lot of plants to the delay in the garden being ready and the lack of light available in our mudroom. Typically in years past, I have started all my seeds in our kitchen. I have a window that has beautiful morning light and I set up the shelf there and grow lights and they always do really good. But this year we had 2 batches of kittens. Speaking of which, I thought I just heard one. Oh, there she is. She's on the porch, wasn't in the house. So we had 2 batches of kittens. And so with 5 cats in the house, growing plants just wasn't in the cards for our house because, cats like to dig dirt. So anyways, I had to move my growing situation to the mudroom and there just isn't enough light. Even with grow lights, it just was not enough to go around. But I moved my plants outside, I don't know, a couple weeks ago now, I think. I had them under some folding tables. So let's see, they're there. I had them under these folding tables for a while so they could acclimate to the outside. I figured that had to be better than being shut in the mudroom. And a few more died. But man, these are Jersey Devil and Striped Romas. And some of them are survivors. They did so good. I've been talking to them, telling them, man, you guys are some tough stuff. So I am gonna plant these. I ideally want to put a cattle panel trellis between them. We will see when and if that gets to happen. But we're gonna do the best we can with what we have this year. So let's get these guys in a spot where they can stretch out their legs and see what happens. Look at all those roots. See that? So I am going to try to bury this deep. Oh, I bent it.
Ow.
Oh,
Oh.
whoops. I don't know. That needed I got down into some of that dry clay. There's even a stone. Alright, what do you got? Oh, look at all those roots. Let's off these little leaves. No, you can't touch them. You can go watch them, but you'll upset the mama.
Okay.
I bet it more.
Okay.
All that pink is from. Down in there. Stretch out those legs. All right, first row is done. I've got the first row of Jersey Devils. These are Roma tomato variety. That's all I plan to plant this year is Romas because I want sauce and salsa. We don't really eat fresh tomatoes very much, and actually when we do, I prefer the taste of Romas. So that's what we're going with this year is straight Romas. Next side is going to be mostly striped Romas. On either end we have a mystery plant.
Wait, mystery plant.
I don't know what variety this one is because I didn't write it on the cup. Oops. And down on the end, the very last one is just a straight Roma. So we're gonna see what varieties we like best. I have a few others that I'm gonna put in the other bed, but this is what I'm putting in here. So we've got our striped Romas, our regular Roma, and our no name planted. Got this last striped Roma going in. We'll help it out. We'll plant some laying it down. This guy already needs a stake. Here we go. We got some tomatoes in the ground in our better late than never garden. I'm a squinty mess out here in the sun, but I am going to assess what I have for peppers. Now, with the peppers, they've all grown really well. They were growing great in the mudroom. And then when I moved them outside, we had some rogue, look, got my dirt manicure going on. We had some rogue chickens get into the fence and they snacked on my peppers, so I'm not even sure what I have in here. So we're gonna take a look at those and see what we have. So really, ideally, I should have up-potted these peppers weeks ago, but honestly, I just didn't have the time. Well, I had time. I take that back. It was the space. I didn't have space. I was still trying to keep them on shelves in the grow room. I was out of trays. I was out of shelves. So I just left them. So they are not as big as they should be. And this one that I'm looking at in front of me seems to have a tomato of some sort growing out of its pot as well. So I'm going to show you these peppers, what I've got, what survived, what the chickens ate. Let's just go through them and see. All right, so here I've got some sweet banana peppers growing in here, but it also appears that I have some sort of a damaged tomato plant coming out of there, which I find humorous, but whatever. I think that there's at least a few sweet banana pepper plants in there that could end up surviving. And here's another sweet banana. So those, what are these ones? Tunisian, I don't even know. I think this was a free seed with my order, and I can't even remember at this moment if they are hot or not. I think they are hot. So I've got at least one of those. There's a little tiny one. I don't know that there's time in our growing season. Looks like these Keystone Giant Bells are, the chickens done had a snack. And there's my other, I don't know that I might put that little guy in the ground and just pray if I don't have any other bell peppers. So we'll put him over there as a maybe. All right, who's laying here in this water? Tam jalapeno. So I got a few of those. Pippin's golden honey, all gone.
Hey John, I want a roller coaster.
Oh, careful. All right, looks like I have one Tam jalapeno in here. That might be worth anything. What else? These look good. Pumpkin spice jalapeno. They're loving it. There's some more pumpkin spice jalapeno, but I don't know that those are gonna do anything. I'll set them aside. Datil peppers. Maybe these are the ones that were my free ones that were hot. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my packets and see. And then we got some Tabasco peppers and some more Tabasco peppers. So we've got peppers, just not the bell peppers that I wanted. I got the spicy ones for my salsa, but we do have sweet banana peppers. Those are good too.
Banana pepper.
So I'm gonna go see about planting these in the other bed that's ready. All right, so I found in a different tray, I found a couple decent looking Keystone resistant bell peppers. So that's those first two. And then all the rest of these, I don't hold out a whole lot of hope. So I went ahead and planted them close. These are all sweet banana peppers at this end. And now I'm gonna start down at this end of the bed.
I almost fell in
where
there.
Bryce is trying to plant himself. And I'm gonna start with the hottest ones and work my way down. So I've got those datil, we got the papers out, or the packets, and these are like, I don't know, something like Screamin' Hot or something. I don't know, they were free peppers. We're not hot pepper eaters a whole lot, but hey, we'll give them a try. And then these Tunisian baklawdi peppers. Then we've got some Tabasco, because I really wanted to make hot sauce. And we got pumpkin spice jalapeno, and then the Tam jalapenos. So we're gonna get all these guys in this bed and pray and see what happens. All right, and my first Greenstalk this year, I decided to label them with Scotch tape, and it's actually working really well. My lettuce did not germinate some of it. It's old seed, so I'm assuming, but we have some pansies and some radishes. We have one radish that bolted and is gone to seed. So, well, it's about to flower. I'm waiting for the seed. More radishes. I've harvested a few of those, but it's starting to get hot now. So there's another radish that's bolted. Probably have to pull those and plant something else. And there's another lettuce that didn't sprout or germinate, I guess. Some more radishes. That one's about to go to seed too. And I didn't have any idea what these were, so they got question marks. Turns out they were pretty pansies. I must have planted these seeds last fall because they came up this spring, so I wasn't sure what's in there. I'm gonna set my water in there, so I'm not trying to hold it too. And there's another radish that is looking pretty weak. This is supposed to be lettuce. It doesn't look like lettuce. Looks like weeds. Maybe some little baby lettuces coming up. I don't know. All right, and then we have other radishes. This is some dino kale. And these ones, I plant these just to pick off and feed to my chickens whenever I'm out here. They love kale, and I like my kale best when it comes in the form of eggs. So, and then I planted some carrots, which I'm impressed by the green growth. We'll see what they do. Down below, I've got calendula, which is actually from seeds I saved from 2 years ago, my last garden 2 years ago. So proud of those. Can't wait for them to flower. Oh, look, there's another calendula looking beautiful. There's some carrots that didn't sprout. The bottom 2 tiers I don't plant with anything because I have free-ranging chickens that have no manners. Put this kale in my pocket to feed them when I walk out there. And so in this one, we have some basil, and it's just not really growing strong. There's a little more there, a little more. And then we had some lettuce. This one did pretty good. We harvested a bunch, and it's got some new leaves coming up. This lettuce was also old seed. See, I planted it April 18th, and it's still, that was almost 2 months ago. Nothing. But this I've never grown before, and look at that, I have cilantro. Who would have thunk? And something else, I don't know what is in there. So, and then we had the salad bowl mixes, which I have harvested some of those, and those were really good. More little basil. All right, these guys are just large and in charge. I've never grown this. What is it called? Salmon Sunset Marvel of Peru. These are going to be flowers, so I don't know. There's a bunch. So we'll see how those turn out. They looked pretty. There's some more pansies, ones I just planted in April. And then we have some marigolds. So these marigolds are about to bloom, which is exciting. And some, can't read it from here, rudbeckia. And there's more rudbeckia. But it's okay, they both say rudbeckia, but these are different. These are little furry leaves, but I guess so are these down here. What is this thing? I don't know who you are. And then these are bachelor buttons, and it looks like they're just about to bloom. And I'm realizing my videography skills leave something to be desired, so I'm sorry. This says coneflowers and a little tiny echinacea in there. So that is my green stalks for this year. Gonna replant some lettuce. I was gonna do that today, but I got busy. So it will come another day. All right, now off to the garden beds. So here's my garden that my lovely husband built as an act of love, because he doesn't love the garden, but he loves me. And so we built this with things that we had on hand. It was not what I envisioned, but we did a make do. And so we found all these T-posts that we had, and we had almost all the fencing. I think we had to buy maybe 2 rolls of fencing. He used some pallet wood and extra fencing. We had to buy all the hardware to mount these things. That was a beast. And we have special guests here in the garden. Let's see. There they are. There's Mama Sandy and baby Pip. Mama Sandy, funny story, decided she wanted to be a mama really bad, and we don't let hens sit on eggs around here. And so she went to our neighbor's house and laid her eggs in a little cat carrier that had some straw in it, and we didn't know she had eggs in there. We kept bringing her home every night, and on the last night, like the 3rd or 4th night of us going and getting her and her being so angry at us, little Benjamin, when he reached in to get her, he felt the eggs. So we brought her eggs home and put her put her on them in the coop in a dog crate so nobody else could get to her and mess with her. And one of the little eggs hatched and out came little Pip. So they got to move to my garden and they live in this little rabbit hutch slash chicken coop. And now that I want to say he, but Lord, please let it be a she. Now, oh, did you see her? Now that she's big enough, they run around all day, scratching and pecking. And so here's our new raised bed. So my last garden, two years ago and 3 years ago, actually were just a lasagna garden in this space around this tree that I just layered stuff, and I had some wood that I had found around here that I kind of built a frame for. But last year when I was so sick, I didn't get to have a garden, and I ended up having the boys tear it all out anyway. And so we've expanded from that, and this year I got 10 new beds built. We are in the process of filling them. Got cardboard down in this one. Actually, this one here is the next one that's going to get filled. This is Judah's garden. He got a Lowe's card for Christmas. It was Christmas 2 Christmases ago. He got a Lowe's card to get the stuff to build this, and he put it together, and we never got it filled because I got sick. So his bed is the next one that gets filled, and he can plant that with anything his little heart desires. So these are the two. This is not exactly what my plan was or where everything was supposed to go, but we're just making do. So we got tomatoes in here, and then I came out and I had some cosmos. So I planted they're red cosmos, one at each end. We added some basil. I planted some dill in the corners of stuff I had here. And then here's the pepper bed. And the soil was damp, but they might need a drink. So I started with the hottest peppers here. And I left the little cups here for right now, so I know what's where. So these dattils said that they're like screaming hot. And then Tunisian something or other over there, pretty hot. Tabasco. I think that says Tabasco there. Pumpkin, where are we? Pumpkin spice jalapenos. And then Tam jalapenos. Then I had some San Marzino tomatoes that really needed to get in the ground because these are the ones I was most excited about. And I thought they were all dead, but I found a few. So I was super excited. And so I just put them in here because there was space. And then down here, these are mostly sweet banana peppers with a couple Keystone resistant bells here on the end. So that's all we've done for now, and that's it for today, I think. So I'm gonna go rest, and we'll see you guys later.